sort of hexagon.
Welcome to the Worst Damn Crypto Show, period. I'm your host, Romanian Dan. I got with me Famous, Don Montoya, Alan Fizame, and KG. What's up, guys?
Yo.
What's going on, brother?
What's happening?
What's up, everyone?
Chilling.
So, we got the Worst Damn Crypto Show, guys. So, we got internet
Terrible.
money. Congratulations, guys, on your beta launching. We got some questions for you. First off and foremost, I'm not going to talk today. I know everyone's happy. So, I want to ask first and foremost, right? Can we, guys, I know everyone knows you in the community, but just in case people don't know you, can you, KG and Don, we want to go ahead and just explain a bit of who you guys are and why we brought you on the show, why you guys are such good hexagons and intermonians, if I could put it up there.
Nice, I like that.
IMGs. Oh, I like that. The IMGs.
Don, you go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, I got into crypto back in 2016. I had opportunities to buy Bitcoin earlier, but I was foolish, like most people that missed out when they had the opportunity. Really just got into like Ethereum, Bitcoin, not really caring about it. But then the person that onboarded me into crypto, very close personal friend of mine, and he was telling me I was an idiot for not buying Bitcoin when it was at like $700. He was right. So when he told me about Hex, I didn't even do my own. My own research was him doing his own research. So as soon as he told me to buy it, I was all in, and I came in like at about 3 cents the first time. Wrote it. I bought all the way up. I bought in the teens. I bought when it was 40 cents, and I bought on the way down. I had a degen bag that I bought and sold out of, but most of my Hex is staked for an average of like 6+ years. But I fell in love with the big brains in the Telegram chat. It got me hooked, man. And I don't think I've ever been surrounded with more alpha than in those early days of the PULSECHAIN chat. There's a saying, if you're the smartest guy in the room, well, you're in the wrong room. And whenever I was in there, I never felt like I was in the wrong room. I always felt I was in the right place. And then when this opportunity came up to sacrifice for Pulse, it wasn't even a question for me. I went in heavy, and KG and the circle around me that I had in the background, we all went in, and we thought, what can we do to strengthen the chain and to do our part in adoption? And we saw two main areas in which we needed to succeed. Now, when I say we, I mean the whole community. One is adoption, right? We need people to use the chain. Can't just have a dead chain with nobody using it. Thing number two, we need cool projects being built on the chain. You can't just have a chain with no projects on it. So hence the thought of the wallet. And we've been working on this wallet for a while. Our first coin, internet money, is going to be a year old tomorrow or the next day, something like that. Tomorrow. But I mean, every second that I've been in this journey, every second that I listen to you guys, Famous, Dan, Alan, just on this Twitter Spaces, I've never felt like I worked a second over the past year, and it's always been something so incredible to consume all this alpha, and I'm hooked. I'm an addict. I'm a crypto nerd. I'm a hexagon addicted through and through. So that's basically it, man. Thank you for having me here tonight too.
I guess you look like Mango Jungi's brother, but yeah, good
Oh, you must be a handsome man, Junkie. Handsome man.
You're muted, Famous.
Don's very humble.
He actually does look like man. Junkie, that's funny that he mentioned that.
Just talk like, "Ah!" Just start yelling like that. You'll sound like him.
But that's
yeah.
awesome, man. Those are very powerful words, man. And I completely agree with you. It is, the community is a wonderful place, and it's something that we can't even describe. We try all to describe it, and it's
Can't.
never been seen before. We try. I'm telling you, we try. We're gonna get it one day, but
It's different.
even I
It's
can't
different,
find
man.
words just to continuously explain what are we becoming, what have we done, like who you were a year ago, right, Dom? Compared, I've heard you say that once, and who you are now. Shit, it's like it makes you work even more because you're like, look at what we've done, not only together but even individually. Also, all of us
Yeah.
together, who we've grown to be because of what we've, because of what's the word, intrinsically for what you the goal is, right? So that's awesome, man. Very powerful words. Very
Yeah.
powerful words, man.
Yeah, and just really quick, just seeing a father-son just combo in the crypto space, absolutely amazing. You don't see it anywhere, honestly. I mean, we got a little bit of a flash of it, but they weren't as open about it with Fashion Quarter and her dad and their history. You know how he went on Bitcoin, and basically she just took the reins and learned everything from him, and now she's doing her own thing. I think it's a beautiful thing, to be honest with you. You don't see it. You don't see strong men with, especially with young men nowadays. I think it's a fantastic way to do it if you can do it with your family and build something beautiful for a community as well, and show everyone that, you can still be a man, you can still be caring, you can show love, you can show compassion, and be, big brains in the space and innovate and just take things to a whole nother level with so much love. And that's what, every time I've seen you guys, in your streams, or Don's mostly in the chat, usually when KG's streaming, but it's absolutely just beautiful. The love, just just that communication, that synchronization between the two of you just really resonates and comes through every single time. I personally love it. It's been a great example to see, even just small flashes that I've seen. So you guys are doing good work. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you, bro. That's beautiful words. It's like we're growing out of the era of family businesses. And even though this is an internet-based global type business, if you will, this is still very much a family business. My children are Don's grandchildren. Don's younger children are my brothers and sisters. This literally is, we have each other's best interest in mind at all times. Like, we're always thinking about each other. So you're right. The synergy is very good and couldn't ask for a better partner.
Thank you, man.
Hey, you got me into Hex, by the way. So thanks for that.
Yeah. And the crazy thing is, you're welcome, by the way. And you see KG on stream all the time, or on his tutorial videos. I say I'm a nerd. This guy is super nerd. And the fact that I can call him up on the phone when I have a problem, it's like, hey man, how do I do this complicated thing? And
custom tutorials.
It's just such an amazing, you're a great tool. Don't take it
Thanks,
the wrong
man.
way. You're an awesome tool.
Use
man.
me, bro.
Use me, man.
I love it.
Yeah, my dad too does that. Calls me, yeah, you know how to fix this? Yeah, for sure. Fix it like this.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. But the guys on YouTube were saying you have to do this. Nah. You do it like this.
Well,
incredible.
see, something people don't know about me as well is, look, one day I'm going to be fully doxxed. You're going to find my old YouTube channels. I was actually huge in the early jailbreaking scene of iPhones. So when that channel comes out, you're going to hear KG with braces, hadn't hit puberty yet. My voice is all weird and squeaky, but I was doing tutorials that nobody else was doing in the iPhone jailbreaking space. And I was one of the very first people. And then also I worked for people doing tech support. I like doing tutorials. I don't know what it is. I like troubleshooting. And I'm good at troubleshooting. Yeah. What can I say?
Yeah. Well, when you make something, you got to
awesome.
be good at fixing it, right? So like that's in this business, you got to be good at fixing in order to create. So
Exactly.
I understand you, bro. Trust me.
Exactly.
That's crazy.
I can't wait for people to see those videos. I'm embarrassed. Like, I have this one video.
Apparently, they're
Oh, man,
fine.
he's getting closer and closer. He might get, people are gonna be looking right now. They're gonna be like, "Yeah, little guy braces, jailbreak iPhone."
If you find it, kudos to you, man. Kudos. I had this one video where I was talking about, the 2012 Mayan calendar whole end of the world thing. I had this one video where I was sharing what my thoughts were on the 2012 Mayan calendar. Great time in history. Great time in history. Can't wait for that channel to come out.
Oh yeah, you were
Oh
young.
no!
when that
Don't tell me
happened.
you were like, "We're all gonna die. We're all gonna die." 2012.
No, actually, I was very reasonable. I was talking about the cyclic nature of the Mayan calendar and how it's like 26,000 year cycles and all these crazy things. And I was just like, and it was just so cringy when I watched it today. But I'm like, hey, it's out there. It's cool. It is what it is.
No, really? Well, we should watch it. I'm down to watch it. Actually, I'm down to
No,
hear
we're
your
not watching
philosophy.
it on the stream. I can't handle it. Too cringe.
No,
The cringe is
no.
way
Can I
too
post it
strong.
right here in the main chat? How do I chat?
The
post
cringe
something?
is way too strong. I can't. I
It's
couldn't
gonna
bear it
come.
right now.
The Hexicans will find it, man. Trust me.
Hey,
When
if
they're
you find,
bored,
there it is. There's the Easter egg hunt. You find that video. Good luck.
hey man, when they're bored, they're gonna find it. So now you just.
Oh, yeah.
I'll look for it. Don't worry.
Good luck. If you find eight.
What? What happened?
Delish.
Nothing.
What's up,
Bullish
Bullish?
is here.
Bullish. What's
What's
up, brother?
up? What's up? What's up? Mic check 1 2 1 2.
Oh,
Sound
Bullish
beautiful.
in the house. What's up, Bullish?
Oh, he's
I
about to
had
drop
to
some
just
bars.
I just had to jump in here. No bars tonight. I had to jump in here and just give praises to brother KG and Don, because anyone who has heard me before, I'm big fans of the father son duo, the mission they're on, the product they're building. I'm a firm believer in what they're doing. I have internet money. I missed out on internet money wallet for paying too much attention to other sacrifice phases, but boys, I got my cash on hand ready and my timer.
Let's go.
And my timer, because I want to be one of those first ones to click the buttons, because I'm not missing out on this one.
Appreciate you, brother. Honored to have you on the team, man.
Yes, I just want to jump on and give you guys a shout out, love and appreciation, and good luck with everything. You got a fan and a supporter on the sidelines.
Oh, thank you. We're fans of you, dude.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you for the kind words.
Yeah, thank
All
you,
right.
Bullish.
But yeah, let's
real
get into
quick.
this product. Yeah, go ahead, please.
How do
Yeah.
I respond to the chat? Can I'm trying to find a way to type. I think I need
You're gonna
change
have to
the photo.
open up a tab and have YouTube open, and then just make sure to mute the YouTube video, so you don't hear echo.
Got it. Thank you, and thank
I
you
don't
for the
know
kind
if
words.
this will
Bullish.
work.
I'm a big fan.
I
of
don't know
YouTube,
if this
man.
will work, but that's my pop up. So
Yep.
I don't know.
I got to pop up too.
You could pop it up. I usually pop up the chat because you get it in and we could chat between each other, but you can't answer it in between.
Perfect.
Moogly, don't interrupt.
I meant to click on this one. Sorry. What's
Go
good,
in the
KG?
hood.
Show me the wallet.
Yeah.
There it is.
However deep you guys want to go, into internet money, we're happy to get to go there. So
Well, I can tell you this much: this is the worst damn crypto show, and the
Yeah.
title lives up. So,
that's pretty bad.
yeah,
Pretty bad.
no, it's a great
awful,
thing
man.
because we bring in the noobs. So yeah, let's go into it. Give them the pretty much the simplified version where Dan can understand and get his wallet ready to sacrifice.
Thank you.
Oh my god.
And then if he gets it, a lot of people will get it.
Exactly.
All right. Well, all right. So I'll go into the high level overview, and as deep as you want me to go, we'll go there. So at the core of what we're building is the Internet Money Wallet, and it is a multi-chain EVM wallet. For those listening that are like, what the F is that? MetaMask is a multi-chain EVM wallet. There's an example of it. Now, we can get into the features. I can show you what's up with the wallet. I can pull it up on Chrome, all that stuff. But within our wallet, we have 3 tokens in our ecosystem. Why do you need 3 tokens, KG? Well, that's because we're the first token crypto wallet of its kind. It's absolutely beautiful once you grasp the ecosystem. We have Internet Money, or IM, which is a deflationary peer-to-peer digital cash that is a buy and burn mechanic. And tomorrow we'll celebrate our 1-year anniversary that we've been on the market. Hexagons are going to love this. 100% flawless uptime. No admin keys, immutable, no taxes, no reflections, none of that. That's our token that we're gearing towards being adopted for goods and services. in the physical and digital worlds. And if you download the wallet, you get to claim free BNB and free IM. We have a referral program, and if you refer somebody and they use your referral code, they get to claim 20% more IM, and you get to claim free IM as well. Now, we wanted to launch that. Oh, what's up by myself? We wanted to launch that program on PulseChain first, but waiting on PulseChain mainnet, we pivoted to Binance. We will pivot back to PulseChain when the time comes. The second is our true innovation. It is the first token of its kind. We invented this technology. Internet Money Wallet Dividend, or WD. The Internet Money Wallet, when you swap from one crypto to another, charges fees, like every other crypto wallet when you use the in-app swap function. Couple differences with our wallet. One, our fees are lower. Two, the fee is paid in the form of the blockchain's native coin. So if you're swapping on PulseChain, you're paying the fee in Pulse, Ethereum, ETH, so on and so forth. Holders of the WD token, 100% of the fees that the wallet generates get distributed to the holders of the WD token. And WD is chain specific. So if I hold WD on Pulse, I earn passive income in the form of Pulse. If I hold WD on Ethereum, I earn passive in the form of ETH. Each chain we launch WD on, this is true. ETH, BNB, Pulse, AVAX, Phantom, whatever chain you hold it on, you earn passive income in the form of that coin. No delegating, no staking, no locking up. Simply hold the token and claim your passive income as frequently as every block. Final token is Future Wallet Dividend, or FWD. So when we launch the WD token on future EVM chains, it'll be airdropped 1-to-1 to the holders of the future token on Ethereum. Those are our tokens. I can dive as deep as you want to go. That's the high level overview.
Oh, whoa. Okay, so I never heard of FWD.
FWD.
Is that new?
Yes. So if you participate in our upcoming sacrifice tomorrow, you'll get WD on Binance, WD on Ethereum, and FWD on Ethereum. So you're getting 3 tokens for one sacrifice.
Wait, hold up. This is new to me. Wait, we're gonna be able to hold up. I didn't know about the Ethereum part. I knew about the other ones. I had no idea about the Ethereum part. We're gonna get Ethereum too?
Yeah, so you get 3 tokens. You get WD and FWD on Ethereum and WD on Binance. And here's the beautiful thing about FWD. Here's the beautiful thing about FWD is we tokenized the sacrifice set. So let's say you want to either move your FWD to another wallet, you want to increase or decrease your position of WD. Hey, we're launching WD on AVAX, Avalanche. Well, if you accumulate more FWD, you get more WD when we launch it on AVAX. So 100% of the WD supply gets airdropped to the FWD set. So if we launch on 10, 15, 20 chains, you could effectively be making one sacrifice for 20 chains. Pulse Chain 5 comes out, you're still getting airdrops.
Wow.
Hold.
Wow. And you know what's even more exciting about this?
I
was pissed off that I missed out on, I missed out on the first one and I was so pissed about it. Now we get the copy.
What do you mean?
Because if it's on Ethereum, so we're gonna get a copy when Pulse Chain launches.
All right. Here's a caveat. Here's a caveat. So it will copy. We can't stop the system state copy, but only the native chain that we launch a token on will be honored as the official chain. And we have to do that. Otherwise, it creates a dilution event if we do not.
Makes a lot of sense, and you guys really thought this through.
Yes.
You guys.
So wait, explain that. So what happens on Pulse Chain?
So look, originally we wanted to launch the future token on Pulse Chain, right? That can only exist on one chain, but it's looking like we're going to launch before Pulse Chain. So we pivoted that to Ethereum. So when the Pulse Chain, system state copy happens, well, we're still going to honor FWD on Ethereum. Yes, it will be copied over to Pulse Chain, but only the Ethereum holders will get the airdrop, not the Pulse Chain holders. So yes, it's going to be there, but it's not going to have any utility.
Still bullish.
But WD will. WD will exist on Pulse Chain natively, and that's how you'll earn the passive income in the form of Pulse. So again, there's 3 tokens here, WD and FWD, that they can get people can get them mixed up.
Well, I'm even more excited now. I was already excited.
So
I'm
here-
even more excited.
You wouldn't even consider like maybe like a percentage, like diluted, and like if you hold it, like you get only 10% extra, or like you were, or I don't know, like
Let's not be greedy. Let's not be greedy.
Well, here's the
I
thing.
mean, it could be very adoptable. No, I'm just saying, think about it. Like
Well-
you got me here, and I like thinking, right? So like
No.
maybe we could do something with it.
Here's the thing. WD has a fixed supply of 2 billion tokens per chain. It doesn't inflate, it doesn't deflate. It's 2 billion always and forever for the moment it exists. So if FWD has a supply on Ethereum of 2 billion, then it becomes, well, we can't add more tokens to that because more than 2 billion tokens won't exist. So what we've talked about and thought about is maybe we pivot to PulseChain, but then at that time, you almost can't do that because there's already a chart, there's already a value, there's already liquidity pools, there's already a market for FWD on Ethereum. So if you pivot to PulseChain, you can wreck people. Like ideally,
also,
we want. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, if I may, this is gonna come out after the sacrifice. Now, I'm always full of hope, love hope. It's not out of the question that PulseChain doesn't come out before we do. And if PulseChain does come out before we do, this all pivots again. So for us, the indicator is V3. When is V3 going to launch? That said, and I know I might be taking this in a different direction, but you can talk a little bit about the marketplace. But those who sacrificed for WD on PulseChain are going to get a $1 to $1 value in the new sacrifice. So those who already sacrificed on PulseChain, they don't have to do anything, and they're still going to get an allocation of WD on ETH, BNB, and the future token. So when we launch the marketplace, they may be willing to exchange some more of their WD on Pulse for a different asset. And KG, if you want to get into the marketplace a little bit, you could explain how that might work. But again, I understand that a lot of people want some value there for the WD on Pulse that missed out, but there is going to be some opportunities just baked in because of the value proposition that the original sacrifice set is going to receive in the new sacrifice.
I'm not going to talk about the marketplace just yet. I want to let all this settle in. That's a whole nother rabbit hole.
Fair enough. You're the boss.
Wow.
Oh man,
We can go there, but want to make sure we have all
Yeah,
the questions.
I'm like famous.
I mean, I was gonna have a question like, why a wallet? You know, like I had it ready. I'm like, why a wallet? You know, like I'm ready. I'm like, oh, you just came out of the ballpark. I'm like, fuck these questions right now. Okay, we're throwing that away. I'm like, I want to understand this. Okay, so what about? Okay, have you thought about maybe allowing to burn it for something? Like saying like, okay,
what?
Because like people, if there must be a like you could maybe value it because people are gonna keep it, right, in order to get the copy. Now that copy, could you maybe think of something like and bring it to PulseChain to burn it to do something or provide like because if no one's gonna use it, right? Because PulseChain is gonna say I don't need it because my airdrop's on the other thing. Well, maybe you could use it for like liquidity purposes or maybe I don't know. It could. I don't think it's dead. Like I don't know if you've thought about it, but
You mean You mean the copied FWD?
Yeah, the FWD. Yeah, like
So
saying like that.
Well, we thought about like doing 50% on, okay, like maybe we'll take a snapshot of Ethereum and the snapshot of PulseChain, and 50% of the supply goes to Ethereum, 50% of the supply goes to PulseChain. We thought about pivoting straight to PulseChain. And look, if the overwhelming, maybe we'll take it to a DAO vote. Maybe we'll make like a 1 vote DAO or something, and the FWD holders can vote. Do we want to adopt PulseChain as the main chain? Do we want to adopt ETH as the main chain? Maybe we could do something like that. But when you've created value and liquidity in a chart somewhere, just saying, all right, hey, forget about that. We're going to this chain now. There's a lot of implications there. And so it's like, ideally, we wanted this on PulseChain. And look, like Don said, if PulseChain comes out tomorrow, maybe we do pivot to PulseChain and we never launch FWD on Ethereum and we straight launch on PulseChain native. Like that was the ideal reality from the beginning. Because look, we're PulseChain guys. We want to bring as much value to PulseChain as possible. But once people have real money involved, well, you gotta there's a few more layers to consider.
Yeah, and also, you know, I don't think Richard thought of HEDRON or ICOSA or MAXI when he built Hex. Now, again, I'm not comparing us to Richard Hart at all, but I'm just saying, like, the community is so creative and so just dynamic that regardless of what we do, there's probably going to be some layer twos on top of what we're, or layer threes at that point, on what we're doing. So there's going to be a lot of creativity that goes into this once there's actual economic energy injected into the system. So who knows what could happen, man.
Agreed.
So you got that pad and paper out, man, or the pen and pad.
Yeah, I'm writing this down.
Yeah, sure. There's a lot. We like to think that, oh, this ecosystem is so simple, it's great. I can't believe. But again, when you start to peel back the layers of the onion, it just gets deeper and deeper and deeper. There's so many different levels of value here, and it all stems around just the use of the wallet.
Yep.
As long as the wallet is being used, because again, the swaps are paid in a native blockchain coin, and that goes to the pool that WD holders can pull from. So it all just continues to self-sustain and self-feed itself, especially when we're all trying to onboard people into the assets that we love. You use the internet money wallet to do that. The holders of the token get paid when you are onboarding and swapping around within the wallet. And then obviously we're in the community. So look, we're not going to take this passive income, pull it out and buy ourselves a new couch or whatever. We're probably going to reinvest it into other assets that we love, continuing to self-sustain and just continuing to feed. But we need new economic energy in. Like, I look at it as, like, lack of a better analogy, we're the hunters out there in the woods, and we need some meat to bring home to the village, right? And throw it into the lake with the piranhas, the alligators. But we need more fresh meat. And I hate to use that term, but it's all about adoption. It's fun to keep on trading around these assets in between each other. But let's face it, guys, we need to grow this pool that we're swimming in, because we need that number to go up. And this is a great way to do it through a wallet that's easy to use, that we are going to be giving away free assets in the wallet with no KYC, obviously. So even if you don't want to sacrifice, even if you yourself don't want to put all your assets on the wallet, that's fine. But when you onboard, using the wallet feeds the system.
It does. Yes, it does.
Yeah, that's great stuff. We have some questions in the chat, but before we pull that up, Dan, do you have any questions?
Not yet. We can go through the questions in the chat, though. How long is the sacrifice for?
So the sacrifice starts in less than 24 hours. That you can go to internetmoney.io/sacrifice. We have a countdown timer, and it's either 30 days or we have a pool A, pool B structure. We were actually the first capped sacrifice in the space. So if pool A closes, then the sacrifice only lasts for 5 days after that. So as long as 30, as short as 5, depending on how the sacrifice goes. And the first sacrifice, pool A, closed in 1 hour and 54 minutes. So it could be fast. First sacrifice only lasted 5 days.
Yeah.
Can be as long as 30, though.
So
I don't
looks
see
like
it.
it's going to be quick.
I don't see like it's gonna be 30. Oh, wow.
So
What inspired you guys to get into the wallet? What inspired? Oh, sorry. Go, Alan. Go.
Yeah. No, I had one question regarding the wallet, and I'm sure you guys are going to get into that. So with all these issues with security and Pura and this and that, how are the RPC settings being set up for this? And I imagine this works like Trust Wallet in a sense, where it has multiple chains, and the way that you guys explained it is very similar to that in a sense, where I can see everything just in one. I don't have to switch like in MetaMask. I go from Ethereum to Polygon and such. I just see everything in one. privacy settings, where's that information being fed, those kind of things. I mean, maybe that's something you guys, if it's got some strength behind it, which I imagine you guys put a lot of thought into it, then that could be one of the main sticking points and selling points for it, for people to come on with so much insecurity with people's privacies being at risk at the moment. I don't know if that made sense at all, but
it does. So to speak to MetaMask and Infura, look, as much as I want to sit here and destroy MetaMask, I'll give credit where credit is due. MetaMask is collecting that data only if you're connecting to the Infura RPC node that is natively loaded in to MetaMask. And not that you don't know this, but just for everybody listening. So even right now today, you can go on MetaMask and change your RPC node and not give up that same data. So what do we do in our wallet to ensure that that same style stuff doesn't happen? Well, by default, we do have about 10 different EVM chains preloaded into the wallet. The main node that we're using is Anchor, ANKR. Now, if you don't like Anchor, that's fine. We're not emotionally attached to Anchor at all. We have no affiliation with them. We just kind of picked them because they seemed decent enough. If you don't like Anchor, just like MetaMask, you can add a custom network and you can add whatever RPC settings you would like. And one cool thing about the Internet Money Wallet is we have a resources tab, which we have helpful links, videos, and articles. And in that helpful links, we actually have a website right there that gives you the custom RPC settings. So you can change your node whenever you want. We're not in bed with these centralized entities. We strive for education in DeFi. So we're going to teach our users how to connect to the node you want. You don't like Anchor? I don't care. It doesn't hurt my feelings. We had to put something there so you can connect by default. Connect to your own RPCs. We're not collecting your data. I don't want your data. I don't want the responsibility of your data. The only place that our wallet collects any data is if you download the wallet and claim the free crypto, and if you utilize the referral program, we have to collect. Right now, we're collecting a phone number, and we're considering collecting like a device ID only so the program can't be gamed. Now, that is an optional feature. You do not have to participate in that feature at all. We will disclose exactly what data is being collected, how it's being stored, and you can utilize that feature. And if you don't want to utilize that feature, that's fine. You can use the rest of the wallet and the entirety of the wallet without giving up any of your data. So it's completely optional.
Yeah, from what we definitely do your own due diligence on Anchor, but from what we've read and what we understand, they do not collect IP addresses. They do not collect wallet addresses. It is safe to use from what we see, but obviously do your own due diligence. And the only reason why we have to take those steps with the phone numbers, if you were there during public beta launch, we literally got, I wouldn't even want to call it attacked, but we had hundreds of thousands of human beings trying to jump in and claim their free crypto. We had defenses set in place and they completely wrecked them. There was
they held up. They held up. The defenses held up.
The defensive held up, but they when I say wrecked, they wrecked this they wrecked the system, and the fact that now we have, because we think of 1,000 things, there's 1,001 thing that actually happens. So we had a community of 130,000 members, 100,000 members, and 80,000 members all come in at the same time with multiple phones, multiple devices. At some point, our developers had said there was millions of requests for the OTP, the one-time passcode, and it wasn't our defenses that didn't hold up. The third party that we were using to submit that OTP, they let it go through, which was weird because it wasn't supposed to go through. Millions of requests. There was one point just on iOS that we were receiving 7 downloads a minute on iOS, but it wasn't iOS that was exploited. It was the, and I shouldn't even say exploited. It was the Chrome browser. That wasn't even Chrome. It was Kiwi or something like that. The Kiwi browser and the Chrome extension that we didn't even launch.
Well, so the point there was we had an overwhelming amount of downloads on the first day, day 0. We launched public beta 3 days ago. We had almost 2,000 downloads on iOS within a few hours. And then it was honestly an Indonesian click farm there were so many members, like Don said, millions of requests. It was just people sitting there spamming this thing. And look, our defenses held up. They're good. They weren't able to exploit, but they downloaded this thing called Kiwi browser that was able to emulate the Chrome extension onto their Android, and they were able to find this crazy loophole that, like Don said, you think of 1,000 things, they find the 1,001 things that you didn't think about. So you had to pause that program for now, but we had an overwhelming amount of downloads on day one. Why do you bring that? You're making a point with that.
Yeah, I don't know. I was just saying that there's a lot of people trying to download the wallet, man, on day one. I don't know how because it was actually 3, and I talked to the owner of that Turkish group. So I speak a little Turkish too, and we kind of connected. And I talked to him, and they didn't realize. Okay, fine. They were trying to lack of a better term, again, rate the $5 that they were getting, but they didn't realize what it was. And then after I talked to him, he recognized the ecosystem that he was in, and it's like, wow, that's actually pretty cool. And holding, again, internet money on BSC, you're going to get a 1-to-1 copy on Ethereum and PulseChain of internet money, our token that's been out for a year. That's another layer of it that he didn't know and most people don't know. So even though it was a crazy scenario where we were like, wow, this is really hundreds of thousands of humans on day one came in, which is very bullish if you think about it. Very, very bullish, because now they know about us, right? But actually talking to the owner of one of these groups, and our Telegram chat had an extra like 500 or 600 members in it. You're not joining the Telegram chat if you're just going to try to steal $5 from us. You're going to join the Telegram chat because you're interested. That's 500 new people in the ecosystem paying attention, from all over the world.
Absolutely.
Indonesia, Vietnam, Turkey. It's awesome.
That's
man.
crazy. I'm surprised they put the OS system on something else. That's
Creative,
weird
dude.
that they did that.
Smart people out there, man.
Creative, man. When there's a will, there's a way.
They're good at that. They're good at those things. So they have a knack for it over there.
Yeah.
But I mean, also, just to kind of round it back to the wallet itself, like we are on Android and iOS public beta as we speak. We're actually on the Chrome store, and that's how they were able to get us. It's a very old version of the wallet because we're still waiting on Chrome to accept the newest build. But like, if you guys want to see it, I'm happy to show you. Y'all want to check it out? Can you screen if you want?
Yeah,
I mean,
let's
if you
go.
have-
Let's go.
Yeah,
go.
let's do it.
Yeah, let's check it out. That you can go through and say
And
why
also,
it's
while you're loading
you,
that
what's
up,
not.
while you're loading that up, you said there's a beta for Android available already?
Yes, sir. We just actually. Oh yeah, today it just happened a few
Yeah,
hours
that was
ago.
like, I'm dying to test it out.
Yeah, I beta Android now live.
Sweet.
Yeah. Another little bullish update. We haven't put the tweet out yet. We'll drop the news. We started the security audit process today, so we're officially working with Certic, and they're auditing all of our smart contracts, our app penetration testing, and we can dive into that as well. But I am sharing. I don't know if you guys can see that.
Yeah, Dan has to pull it up. Let's go down.
Okay.
Whoa! Look at that. What's happening?
Should I not share it? I'm confused now.
All right. Hold on. Let me try again.
Did that just say hot Asians number 6 on there?
69.
69. Is that what that was?
All right, so you can see
you want to
here.
see my browsing history?
Hey, my browsing history is clean. I keep this computer clean.
He's like, dude, we got iPhones. Come on, man. Who the fuck goes into computers? All right, come on, man. I got an iPhone Retina display, man. Come on, can't get better than watching it on the computer.
Quick question, because I'm on the App Store now. I just want to make sure I'm downloading the correct one. The LLC,
Android or
Android. The LLC starts with.
It's decentralized
Got it.
innovations.
All right, sweet.
Yeah, so if anybody sees that, that's mine and Don's company. We are decentralized innovations. So if you see that, that's us. All right, so here I am on Chrome, and you can see. So I have Chrome browser here. Let me go ahead and expand it. We don't have the this is going to be big and beautiful and expanded one day. Not one day soon. All right, so check it out. right now, this isn't a demo. This is a real live, real build. It currently is the easiest, most intuitive possible experience into PulseChain and operating on PulseChain and PulseX. And if you want to download the wallet on Android and iOS, it's internetmoney.io/iOS/Android, whatever your device is. So check this out. I think you guys are really going to like this. I'm going to show you a couple things here. Free to ask any questions. So first of all, you can see, right, this is the home screen of the app. You can see your accounts. One cool thing our wallet has here is like a transactions list that's aggregated across all your accounts on any given chain. So you can see I have my claims, my swaps. If I was sending anything, it would all show up here. And we even have it to where you can export your transactions into a CSV file, taxation purposes, simply saving it, exports the transaction hashes, everything like that. You can see, boom, there it is, right? Nice, easy CSV file. You can filter it however you'd like. If you want to see anything in particular, let me know. Now, this is where you're going to be able to claim your free crypto. We paused this due to that click farm. We're upping our defenses so they cannot try to do what they did again. So this program will be reactivated soon. Now, one thing that I really want to show you guys is a couple things, actually. So look at that beautiful PulseChain logo, by the way. Isn't that so nice to see in a wallet? Like, it's just there.
Beautiful,
We're on,
beautiful.
Yeah.
We're on PulseChain testnet right now. So check this out. When you go to the networks tab, this is all the preloaded networks. Even down, if you're a Gnosis guy, like, I don't know if anyone's ever nerded out on Gnosis, but they have Gnosis chain with the native coin being XDAI and Gnosis also being the beacon chain. It took me an hour to figure out which chain was the actual chain. So look at that. Just these, look, if you're a Gnosis guy, you're going to appreciate the fact that we put XDAI in parentheses. That's how considerate we are. You're going to appreciate that. Gnosis guys out there, I know you do, and you're welcome. You're welcome.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah, that you're welcome for that one. If you get what I'm saying, you get what I'm saying. If you know, you know. All right. So here we are connected to PulseChain mainnet or testnet. Apologies, testnet. All these other chains are mainnet though. So if you put money into the wallet, please proceed with caution. This is pre-security audit. This is pre-public beta testing. We just entered into public beta 3 days ago. These are all mainnet. So if you put money here, this is real money. Proceed with caution. Now, we're on PulseChain testnet. This is, we're PulseChain nerds here. So let me show you guys what's up. We have a few smart contracts outside of our tokens. The free giveaways, that's a smart contract itself. And as well, we have created our own DEX aggregator. So let me show you. I have Pulse here and PulseX. Right now on Ethereum, PulseChain, and Binance, the DEX aggregator supports. Whenever we launch WD on a new chain, we'll also launch the DEX aggregator. So they go hand in hand. Let's do a swap on PulseChain. Let's see. I have, for you nerds, for you, my fellow crypto nerd, we have price feed aggregation. We don't have to be reliant on CoinMarketCap and CoinGecko. We're pulling this information right from PulseX. If you're on another chain, we're pulling it right from DEX Screener. So all those little low cap gems that you like, all my DGen plays, we have your prices here in the wallet, and you're going to be able to track your portfolio value. We're getting away from middleman D, and we're giving the little guys a voice. So let's do a swap. I'm going to swap from PulseX to Pulse. Let's see. I'm going to do 215 PulseX. High rolling tonight with 17 cents. And you can see, so if there was more chains, or sorry, more DEXs, you would see that aggregate here. But it's going to show you how much Pulse you're going to be receiving, how much PulseX you're going to be receiving. And this is a UI issue. We're already working on it, but I'll show you here how the wallet fee populates. So the wallet fee is 0.729% of whatever the value of the asset you're swapping out of. So actually, before I execute that trade, let me show you something. We're going to go to the dividends page, right? This is where the dividends are in the wallet. For testing purposes, I hold 100% of the supply here. Okay. Notice how this is 0
You're
pulse.
the OA.
I'm the OA for in this test environment. I sure am. So 0 pulse here.
Satoshi.
All right, here we go. You ready for this? Oh, whoa. Time out, KG. All right, here we go. Sorry. All right, swapping out of my PulseX. 215. Swapping to my PulseX. So you can see the wallet fee here is 24029 pulse. I'm gonna get 200. I'm gonna get 34 pulse. Okay. Check this out. Transaction populated. To prove to you that this is a real transaction, I'm going to click on that block explore. All right, pulse chain testnet's a little weird. All right, no, I know you know it's there. It's been a little weird since the announcement. Pulse chain testnet's been a little weird. Come on.
Womp womp.
That's normal. It usually takes like a minute.
Yeah, okay.
When you
All
try,
right,
when you try to make it fast, sometimes it never populates.
I'm too clicky right now. Let's see if it loaded over here. Okay, so it did process. All right, it processed, even though it's not shown on the block explorer. Here's that pulse. And the reason you're seeing 0.24 is because I hold 100% of the supply. But if you held, this is WD, if you held 10%, you would have seen 10%. So the way WD works is you don't have to stake, delegate, lock it up in any way, shape, or form. And this is how it's going to work on Ethereum, Binance. You're literally going to see this value update every block that processes. Every block. You could literally sit here all day and claim your passive income.
That's
now check
insane.
this out. Let's go back to the wallet. You're going to see I have 11.4 pulse. Remember, okay? 11.4. I have my hardware wallet connected. We support Ledger right now. We're working on Trezor coming soon. 1 second. Stand by.
How did I miss this sacrifice?
You got another one coming tomorrow.
I know, but still.
I could tell you why. The reason why. It's a bunch of noobs saying it's called the RX MAXI.
Jesus.
You see that little button on the top? It says hide balances. You show them that, KG? It's one of my favorite buttons in the app. I love that button.
Bing. If you ever want to show off your app or do tutorials or whatever, you can protect your assets. People won't see it. All right. So what was it? 11.4, right? All right. Here we go. So I have my ledger connected. And it's going to show you the last time you claimed. Yeah, we understand this is 12 hours off right now. Or actually, no, that's stagnant. Beta. Anything you find, it's beta. We're aware of this time issue. But what you're going to see is the date and the time you claimed. Total dividends earned is your unclaimed plus your previous claimed. All right. 0.24. We're going to claim those dividends. I'm going to sign on my hardware wallet here. Okay. We're going to go back into my account. There you go. I got 11.6. My dividends were successfully claimed. My transactions, dividends claimed. That's literally how easy it is. And that's how it's going to be for Ethereum, Binance, PulseChain, AVAX, Phantom, you name it. It's literally that simple. You're going to be able to sit there on your wallet and claim that passive income all day.
Dope. I like it. I like money printers.
Oh, and that's so WD is your money printer, and FWD is the money printer that prints money printers. That's how you got to remember it. Don, I got to step away for 1 second. I'm going to pass the mic to you.
Got it.
So the token, do we need to stake it in order to be getting these dividends, or
no?
We're just holding it.
Just hold it. In a non-custodial wallet.
So any wallet. So like let's say for purposes, someone does hold it on a cold storage. They could still claim it. Can they still claim it?
Yep. As long as you own the keys to that wallet,
I'm presuming the claiming function is on your on the contract. Like it's on the contract that will be on the blockchain. Like you could run the function through any wallet, through any signature.
Yeah.
Correct.
Wow.
Correct. You don't have to hold WD in the internet money wallet. Obviously, we want you to, but you don't have to. you can hold WD in your cold storage wallet if you'd like, and still have the ability to claim.
That's truly decentralized. That's working with a contract like that, and it's not a system that's like doing it. That's awesome. That's fucking awesome.
Wow.
Good job.
Yeah.
Yeah. My mind's blown.
And seriously, no one has done this. Seriously.
Nah.
You guys invented
No,
did you guys
this
like,
contract, this WD contract,
Mm-hmm.
nothing exists like it in the crypto space. It's brand new.
Wow.
But the cool thing
Congratulations.
Thank you, man. Don't forget, like I said in the beginning, yes, even though I bought Ethereum back in 2016, who cares? I came up through Richard Hart, right? I actually earned my stripes early in the Hex ecosystem, learning from some of these big brains out there and listening to Richard Hart, man. So we created a product that, and yes, Richard Hart does know we exist. That he even though he may not admit it, but I think in his heart he would be proud of. And it's trustless. It's the way it should. Every single step of the way is everything that holds true to Hexagon values. And as long as the wallet continues to get used and adopted, and even if it's just for onboarding, bring them in, swap around, put it on cold storage, because we're always going to advocate for cold storage for a majority of your assets. That's still the best thing to do. But you always need a little wallet to react in real time, right? Buy the dip, keep yourself from getting crushed on a dump, whatever the case may be. But at the end of all of it, and I'll let KG get back to this here in a second, everything that we've done, we have come up through the community, learning these RH values that we all hold so dear, which is why we're all here together. And this product is an extension of that. And we're glad that you guys see the value that we see in it too. It makes my chest swell with pride. So thank you guys.
I gotta jump down real quick, but before I head out, just for anyone who's watching, with everything that's going on, you've been looking for an alternative to MetaMask from someone that you can trust. Well, this is coming from the community. It's following the values and morals that Richard Hart preaches all the time. So this is something that you definitely should keep your eyes on. Definitely be supportive. Wish the best of luck and success for them. And on that note, I want to wish you guys the best of luck tomorrow, or in a few hours actually.
Thanks, Bullish.
I'll be clicking buttons before I go to bed, and yeah, man, the best of luck to you guys, man. Love what you guys are doing.
Thank you, Bullish.
Thank you.
You're awesome, brother.
Take care, everyone.
Peace,
Thanks for
Bullish.
jumping
Later.
on, Bullish.
Damn. That's all I got. No, this is a beautiful product, guys. I am very upset that I didn't find out, because now I have to do a lot more research on it. I'm going to test it out tonight. I've been playing around Pulse on the test net. So this is going to be, this is up my alley. I like tinkering around, looking at all the things that it can do. And, this is a fantastic way to onboard people. Because, especially when that security audit comes out, that's really going to solidify your product, and if there's anything going on with it, I'm sure you guys are going to catch it and take care of it, and think of that 1001 thing that, could potentially come up. Sounds like you guys are on top of it. It's absolutely gorgeous. And, I think even for small fries at any level like myself, I'm not a whale in the system at all, trying to come up. And I think this is a fantastic way to incentivize people to use the product, learn about true DeFi, and at the same time, make some money on the side. I mean, this could be potentially life-changing for a lot of people who, don't think that they can do something within the crypto space, because they look at hundreds of, and I'm talking about dollar values at this point, but just the hope that it presents. And, you're saying that once you launch on different chains, as you add them, you're going to get copies, and those chains have adoption. And as long as they hear about this product and understand it, I think it's going to succeed. And I'm hoping that if there's any marketing being done, if you guys have a budget set aside from that, if there's whatever it is, that it's used in the right way in order to capture more people. But as a community, especially within the Hex community, coming from within the system. I think we should definitely keep our eyes open, like Bullish said, and let other people know that there are really good products coming out that aren't necessarily RH himself putting out there, that are going to work, because crypto is not just hex, crypto is everything, right? Including wallets and including dexes, and I think this represents our beliefs in general the perfect way.
I think you said
Well
that
said.
perfectly, brother. And
Yeah.
when it comes to the hex and pulse chain community, the interesting thing is the hex and the pulse chain community, although they're largely the same, there is a different ethos, or there has to be a different mindset, because hex is an ERC20. Hex succeeds on its own. Pulse chain cannot succeed with hex alone. Pulse chain needs projects. Pulse chain needs developers. Pulse chain needs economic energy. And so if you are pro pulse chain, then inherently you kind of have to be pro utility. And pro utility means wallet. It means bridges. It means leverage trading. It means meme coins. It means all these things. Because pulse chain, by nature of being a layer one, succeeds when volume and total value locked as those things continue to increase. So we, I
KJ.
believe, are doing a very good job at that. Yep.
Two things. I'd like to discuss our security audit process and the future plans for that. That's one. But two, Alan mentioned something which is very important too, which we overlook a lot and we don't talk about enough too, is like the value of somebody's sacrifice, and different than other sacrifices. You don't know what your position is until the sacrifice is done, where it's different in ours. So if you can dive into that a little bit, and just about the value of what you put into what you're, again, don't expect any profit, right? That's a no-no. You can expect product, but don't expect any profit. But if you can go into that, and then also our security audit process with our security audit ongoing security audits as well.
Sure. So Don made a very important distinction. You cannot and should not have expectation of profit from this project or product, but you can and you should. And I'm setting expectations right here. Expect product. You should have expectation of product. We are going to build what we say we're going to build. Will it be successful? I have no idea. Could go to zero. That's where your expectations you should have none. So we are going to build what we say we're going to build. Will it work? I don't know. We'll have to see. The security audit process. As of right now, we're using Certic. Actually, the way you pronounce their name technically is Certic, but Certic, to audit all of our smart contracts and to perform penetration testing, which now someone made a joke about that earlier, and I can only laugh when I say penetration testing. It's ridiculous. But pen testing, that is they have the code. There's two layers. There's pen testing when the team has the code, and there's pen testing when the team does not have the code. In this particular pen test, they have the code, and what they're trying to do is break it. They're trying to find vulnerabilities. They're trying to find where the weak points are, and they're trying to exploit them. And that's good, because if they find those, we can patch them. That's one layer. We're also looking at companies to have a bug bounty program. Maybe we're going to have a general bug bounty program. And then ultimately, we want to work towards a future of open source. We're not open source at this moment in time because we don't have a true unwavering grasp of what implications there are if we fully open source our code. Does that put our users at risk if we fully open source the code? So we need to understand that, and we need to have a better grasp on what fully open source looks like and means, because of course we want that open source stamp. It's beautiful, but not at the expense of harming our users. And then as we continue to iterate on the wallet, because remember, this is an application. This isn't just a smart contract that's immutable, no admin keys, you launch it and you're done. This is a wallet on 3 platforms, an application that lives, breathes, grows, updates. It's going to have bugs. It's going to be on versions and different devices, unlimited amounts of combinations. So we're going to continue to security audit as time goes on. We're going to continue to pen test. We're going to continue to have bug bounty programs because security is very, very important. We understand the implications of the app that we're building. Wallets, they don't hold assets, but wallets do hold private keys and seed phrases. And we have to protect those private keys and seed phrases at all cost. And then we have to educate our users beyond the protection we provide to protect themselves. And we're dedicated to that mission.
Yeah.
So has there been other chains contacting you for the wallet, or have you contacted like other protocols to be like, hey, we're offering, we want to like maybe utilize you on a test net or something like that? Has there been any talks about that you could just tell us, or nothing yet?
Sure. I mean, here's where it gets kind of interesting, right? So going into Ethereum, and I will get back to your question, I promise. Going into Ethereum, going into Binance, that's a really big pond. There's a lot of competition in that pond. So in certain ponds, we're a small fish in a big pond. What if we were a big fish in all of these little ponds? By little ponds, I mean, this is not a shill. I'm speaking facts here. Proof of memes, ETH POW, ETH Fair. These are all very small ponds with no real adoption or projects being built on it. Our wallet is just seamlessly integrates. All we have to do is build our DEX router and launch our WD token, and then that community can earn passive income in the form of the chain they believe in. So yes, we're talking with Proof of Memes. We're talking with ETH POW. We're talking with these smaller chains. Pulse Chain, we're huge in the Pulse Chain community. So we're being a big fish in these little ponds, which is going to build, hey, if you're a spiritual person, which I like to call myself, there's a word called egregore. Word of the day. It's a real word, I promise. We're building our egregore. And that, when you understand that word, you're going to understand exactly what I'm talking about. Our presence, our power, our relevance. That's egregore. And that's step by step. So yes, TLDR, yes to your question.
I understand it, and it's completely answered. I completely understand it. That's awesome. Congratulations again. It's another congratulations. This is awesome.
Thank you, brother.
Very good achievements, man. Obviously, security wise, right? Obviously, now this is the question I have to ask. Obviously, audits are audits, right? Bounty programs are bounty programs. Now, have you foreshadowed that maybe you might need to employ more security? Have you thought about that? And has that already been thought of on your side?
In what respect? In what respect?
I that's probably not my division of explaining it, but like, wouldn't you need to like provide maybe more, not more security, but as time goes and as things get bigger, I don't know if there would be any need for you guys to say, okay, yeah, now we need to go to the next step and get.
Absolutely.
Because that's what people are thinking, right? If someone who doesn't understand how, if this works like that, well, then wouldn't you need more when it gets bigger, right? So what would you answer someone who says, well, what happens if you guys get to 1 million downloads? Are you guys prepared to handle 1 million downloads as you are currently?
Before you chime in, KG, let me just I was going to speak my piece. Part of my job here on the team is to not trust anybody. Is to really question everything.
Most
and
paranoid
when you
dude in
guys are
crypto.
out there thinking of sunshine and rainbows, I'm not. I'm thinking about how your money's going to get took, and I got to protect you. And that's my job. And everything that you think about, I've thought about, and then some. It keeps me up at night. Sometimes it makes me sick, like physically, like literally physically sick.
It's true. It's true.
To think about some of these things. And it's not until you actually are, it's your job as a mechanic to lift up the hood and see, yo, this is what I'm looking at. And this is what I got to do to fix it. So, yes, we have things in play, but I'll let KG talk from there. But yes, Famous, we're fully aware of the weight that's on our shoulders and the responsibility that we have to our users to do everything that we can, where the only threat to your assets are you. And then we still have protections to protect you from you.
Yeah, and to piggyback on that, Don is like, he's the most paranoid guy in crypto. All right, and that's good. Now, yes, to answer your question, as we grow, we expand. We see a future where we have in-house hacker type people on our team with the intelligence and the skill set, cybersecurity. Yes, absolutely. In-house cybersecurity. And we're already working towards that reality. But just like Mario, when he jumps to the top of the flagpole, it doesn't happen from the ground. He's got to climb the steps. And we're climbing the steps right now. And everything happens in degrees.
I understand. I just gotta ask the question. People want to know.
No,
Because it is something, maybe dependent on, because these are things that some people don't understand. As myself, when it comes to really, really security, I wish we had John Hex Hangout for this. But it was just a question, like, when you get to 1 million, it's much harder than when you're at 50,000 people, right? Or
It's a fair
downloads, and the
question.
hexagons are 300. Because obviously you don't want just hexagons, right? So that
Yep.
means that we're going for the massive adoption. Because if you're going for every chain has their own amount of people that use it, active users. And that's why I was wondering if with time comes, you guys are planning or have already planned and saying, no, now due to even what happened with the 2FA with that phone number, because I'm not going to lie, I actually tried using some apps, like, the little text me apps to see if you're able. And I wasn't able, because you had to have the premium version and pay for it. So someone couldn't just get a free account and just do as many. So I was really happy with that. When I saw that, I was like, yes,
Nice.
that's fucking good,
Nice.
because it stops these bad actors to just drain a possibility of attracting someone new, which is like, oh, hey, because draining out a funnel is someone has to exploit that motherfucker a lot, So I was looking at it, I was
Absolutely.
like, okay, that's really good. So normal people can't. Now you said that those people from India, but that's okay, because that's like, do you foreshadow? Because obviously there's going to be problems, right? There's always updates, like you said. It's software. There's not going to be admin key. Like, to an extent, there's admin keys, but have you foreshadow, like, at 1 million? Like, is there anything that you're like, yes, that could happen? But we're prepared for that. Like, is there anything that you're like, yeah, that's usually what's gonna happen? Like, I don't know, maybe the backlash for using, I don't know if Anchor goes bad, like you said, like, all right, guys, do your own research. With Anchor, who knows? Is there anything else you guys foreshadow of key importance that people need to look at and make sure that, like, check that out, even though it's not on the wallet or on the wallet?
Well, the most important thing, and look, dude, you're able to ask any question. Like, you're not going to offend us. It's impossible. The key thing with any wallet is, first of all, and you know this, but just saying for all those listening, the wallet doesn't hold your crypto. The wallet generates, and if you generate on the wallet, you may not. It generates and it stores private keys and seed phrases. So 99.9% of wallet security is centered around seed phrase, private key generation, and seed phrase, private key storage. If you have that locked in, and we feel like we do, and we're backing that up with security audits, the next best thing becomes educating your users, because 9 out of 10 people get rinsed, not because they got SIM swapped, not because they got Wi-Fi hacked, not because they got wrench attacked, because they connected to a silly dApp, or they gave somebody pretending to be MetaMask support their seed phrase. That's why people get rinsed. So then the next best thing to providing a secure product is educating your user base. And I feel like not only are we taking amazing steps to do that, we're going to continue to find new and innovative ways to educate people in a way that's sticky. Sticky is very important. And as we grow, we're going to continue thinking, because we're going to grow in degrees. And so, yes, we're going to implement in-house cybersecurity. Of course, we're going to do that when the time comes. That's already something we're looking to implement as we speak. And so time goes on, we're going to continue to improve. We're going to continue to grow. And as Don likes to say, we understand the responsibility of the application we're creating. We truly do. and we're taking that responsibility very seriously.
You know,
Yeah,
I thought
Famous.
about for something. You know, I thought about something for security, right? Because you guys are doing such good. In my opinion, it's the first step, right? And like you said, that people I agree with you, KG, so much. No one gets fucking SIM swapped unless you have. It's like no one gets hacked. Like no one's standing outside your house, and it's very rare. Like, and you have to be very intelligent, right? And in order to do that, why would you waste it on $50,000? You know, if I would do it for a lot more than that. You know,
You're doing it to
Even
Vitalik.
if I saw, yeah, like,
Right.
yeah, and bigger, yeah. Anyways, so what about the emails? That's a pain in the ass, and you might be getting some really new. Why not? Could you put like on the app when it pops up, we do not send you emails? Because that's the one thing I'm 100% sure no one, these old, no offense, no offense, Dom, because the white hair, but the older generation, the old geezers,
Got him.
the older
25.
geezers, 25,
Boomer.
Jesus, oh my, come on, man, you have to get some, you have to get your money back on the cream, man, come on. I'm joking, but the thing is that people are so dumb when it comes to it that they click on the email, but they never provided an email, right? So I don't know, maybe give a full up in black when it's like they sign in, it's like, we will not send you an email, you've never gave us your email, or I don't know, something like that, because I feel like that's one of the biggest things that people are getting scammed with is in their emails. I know no one wants to admit it, but I have an old ass email. Yeah, I have emails for days. I could show you guys how many emails I have. It's ridiculous. But every email gets these emails where it's just like, oh, MetaMask, your MetaMask is not protected, or your Trust wallet's not protected, or your Coinbase exchange wallet is not protected, and it's emails. And if people are stupid, they're like, oh wait, and they'll see, your internet money wallet is, you need to confirm it. Maybe have, because I don't see anyone have that on their wallets, which is, you've never given us an email, we will not send you emails.
That's a fair point. Like, no, we don't have
Be
that
innovative.
disclaimer now.
An idea.
No, it's a great idea. Like we have a disclaimer right now when you download the wallet. It says nobody, not even just the internet money team, nobody will ever ask for your private keys or your seed phrase. If they do, it's a scam.
I saw that.
Yeah,
I saw that.
But
and I saw the new thing for the new users. I saw it for the new users. That was dope also, man. I really like that. You know what I maybe you should trick them, because you're like, are you a new user or an existing user?
Right.
Maybe
no option, right? No option.
Yeah.
Right.
Because
I know what you're saying.
we all just click it. Like it will not stop me from using the wallet if I understand it's new. I just downloaded it. Maybe have the skip button. But at least to because they might look at it and they might think that they know it. But
exactly, no,
I love
right.
the information, right? Because I clicked it because I was like, oh, let me check it out, and I was like, dude, this should not be an option. This should be just there. And maybe even just more, just there, or an option for when someone does click existing to have the same much complicated, like 5 skips, and have the warning.
Yeah,
big.
You're right. That's actually feedback we've received several times, and it's like, I personally, look, Don, we haven't spoke about this internally, but like, I'm kind of leaning that way more and more. Like, it's a cool
actually.
It's a cool concept, but you're right. What if somebody has this is their first wallet? They've been on Coinbase for 2 years and they think they're experienced. It's like, it's almost like you're right. We shouldn't give the option, and it's a few extra clicks. Like you said, you're downloading a new app. There's always a few things to click through. I hear you. So
there's even in MetaMask, there's like, there's the thing you have to read it, reveal, store your wallet, blah 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 blah. Like we always have, even when you're redoing it, because I use Tails, right? So when I'm on the Tails, I know it. I click it, but I see it every time, and I still see the words. So sometimes I do read it, but I'm just like, I'm reading it out of like being like, I know what this is already. But I'm just saying it would be an option that could save a new user, because he clicked, I'm an existing, because he is an existing, but he's not an existing, I have crypto, what's up, or I have a trust wallet, but they don't understand that, like, I don't know. It's just a feedback because I really liked it, and I'm like, this should not just be for new people. Like, this should be available for everyone to see the effort that you put in on just when you click new person. And it's like, hey man, check out your journey, you know. And I really like that, man. It was good fucking
that's
wallet, man.
that dude. Thank you for that positive feedback and that endorsement. And again, we obviously look. Me and Don haven't even talked about that internally, but here we are. We both agree. It's great. It was a cool concept, but I think, yeah, it's risky because experienced is subjective, and we spend a lot of time typing out that information or coming up with that information. And look, maybe it's a little long, maybe it needs to be condensed. Who knows? Like, that's the feedback we need to receive, but still, it can't hurt. Worst case scenario, if you're somebody that already knows it, it's a few extra clicks. That's all it is.
Yeah.
What is it? 2 extra seconds out of your life. So, you know, we do have like visions in the future of doing what we're calling, look, this isn't going to be the official names, but just for all intents and purposes, noob modes and expert modes, where like maybe in the expert mode, there's like a lot of crazy features going on, but like the new person mode, there's like, you know, it's just more simple. So I don't know. We may not do that.
Did you think about a tablet mode?
Oh, like for the iPad or whatever?
Yeah, like to have like in an advanced mode to have the charts, you know, pull up. Or have you thought about that? Have like like a big screen, or like a more than I don't know how many inches it is, but that's what
I hear you.
But because this could be awesome, because I'm like looking at the helpful links, and it's like I've not an app developer, but I've tried to make like Excel apps where it's like web apps. And I'm like, you know, all these ideas with the glossaries and having links and articles and videos and being able to. So first of all, if ever you need any video, I would love to make a video for you if you want. If you ever need help, I have people in the community that have resources. You just have to tell me, hey, we need maybe a wallet of a user saying, hey guys, this is how I use it. You know, not to show biasness that it's you, or if you need anyone to get like those, like, you know, how to pulse. I know you could get it yourself, but if you busy, right? If you want,
dude,
you could
appreciate you. Absolutely.
And I can fill that up, the content, because that's kind of, I onboard people. So like I have all, you know, if you go to crypto2learn.com, like I would love to put you guys there, you know?
Nice.
So
nice.
And yeah, man, I just love it that there's like the websites that you could go and wander and just be like, oh, look at these RPC nodes, and it's like you're in it, and you could go back to the app.
And that's actually like, dude, I'm bullish that you're bullish, and that's actually just to show you what's possible. Like, that's obviously not the end game there. Like, we're gonna make filters, we're gonna build it out completely, right? We just put 2 videos. It doesn't even have to just be videos we create. We can do community videos, outside community videos. Like, for example, I found this one video on YouTube. It's like 8-minute animated video of what is Ethereum 2.0 and sharding. Like, that's a great video to make the video section in the app.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. If you ever want videos, like we all, like, because we spent 24 hours, Dom, like we're 24 hours 7 just doing stuff. And if we had something to do that was productive, this, finding you reasons to, by all means, it gives someone the views, it gives you the opportunity to have proper educational content. And at the same time, too, it's community based, right? Because like we can't stop thinking like you're a Hexakin, you know? So something that's good needs its credit.
Thank you.
You know?
Thank you for saying that, because if the community adopts, like, look, we're from this community, okay? We've been around for almost 2 years now. We're here. We're Hexakins. We're Pulsechins. If the community adopts us, this is a win for the whole community. This is a resource for the whole. We could have hexologists. We could have you. We could have every RG3. We could have all the channels featured. And then as this app grows to other chains and other ecosystems, it builds everybody's followings. It gets more eyes on PulseChain.
Because it's not competition. Like even I don't know if you've gotten feedback from Richard, but like obviously you know what everyone's fucking problem is going to be, you know, what the Hexakins are. You know, I love Richard. I'm all for his, you know, he follows me, right? Because apparently I'm a maxi, but I only keep it because I have a duty, right? Now, what I like about your project, right, is that it's not competition to what the duty is. It's something that's allowing us to say, hey, This is a problem. We know it's a problem. MetaMask is a problem. Holding your own keys is a problem. Now, if we understand that go.hex.com, go.app.tshare, apphex.win, if we understand that app.icosa.pro are just UIs that people are allowed to use and control the code and are allowed to control the contract, right? Well, then why would you need them, right? You could just go and do the contract. So you're in a way, I'm going to bring that back. It's not that we don't need you, it's that you're a tool to utilize what you want, what we want. So have you thought about, and I'm going to come up with this, have you thought about a hex tab in it?
Yes, and I'm going to raise you. I'm going to call your hex tab and I'm going to raise you something else. So 2 points here. Point number one, you're right. 0.1% of everybody who interacts with crypto can interact with contracts directly on the chain. 99.9% of other people, they need a front end. The wallet is the front end to all of these dApps. App.icosa.pro, what are you using? You're using MetaMask. App.hex.win or go.hex.win, you're using MetaMask. You need a wallet for your average crypto. Not even your average. You're again, 99% of crypto users. Now, when I call your hex tab and I raise you one, we're thinking of a tab that's not just dedicated to hex, but a front end tab. So we can build out different front ends for different projects. So we can support more than just hex. So in that front ends tab, you're going to have a hex. We could have a hex staking thing. We could have a HEDRON, a liquid loans, a Power City, an ETH stake, a Pulse delegation. If we go back to that model, we can literally just build out all these front ends for all these different projects right from the wallet, right from your phone, right from your Chrome extension.
Yeah, Pulse delegation was a big part of our roadmap. I don't even know if it's still on there. Did we update our roadmap? Because we were going to have, did we?
Yeah.
Because we were going to have Pulse delegation tool as one of the main features on our app. As we know, that's changed. But again, on our website, this is not a cheesy bumper sticker. We are by the people for the people. So, if you think about it, if I want to be able to, and yes, we could all go through Staker app, I get it. But if I'm in the Internet Money app, I want an easy way to do it. I want to be able to do it from my phone. Just go ahead, bloop, 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 3 clicks, and I'm done. So we're building something that we want to use.
In Staker, beautiful application. Steph and his team created something incredible. But again,
you saw the new one? You saw the new one?
I haven't seen V2, but I've been using Staker app since I messaged Steph on Telegram 2 years ago to help me troubleshoot my setup issue. I've been a long time Staker app user. So I've seen the growth. It's a beautiful application, but it's a little too complex and it costs money to create. We don't. We're free. And we're less complex than Staker. Yes, Staker has a few degrees of security on us that they're using Gnosis Safe to back them. That's great. But again, that's not what's going to reach, in my opinion, mass adoption. My mom's not paying $13 for a Gnosis Safe Staker app. She's just not. My mom still thinks Bitcoin's a scam. Mass adoption has to be the perfect crossroad of security and efficiency. They rival each other. You have to find the perfect crossroad of the two. And I truly believe that the Internet Money Wallet is that crossroad. When you can find that, man, look at my profile picture on Twitter. I'm wearing the yin and yang hat with the white and black circles. That's because it's balance. We have to find the balance. You can be too secure and you can be too efficient. And we're all about that balance. A tangent, I know.
No, that's awesome, man. Now, Dan, you have any questions? I know Dan is just like, yeah, man, I'm writing everything down. I'm good. Like these guys, I'm gonna make sure I get it. You have any questions, Dan?
Not really, man. I'm just ready to sack, and
I love it. Thanks, man.
I liked just seeing the passive income come in as people use the app. I like that visualization of it. That really resonates with me. So, yeah, I mean, we've had you guys on before. I mean, you, KG, specifically. So I didn't sack the first time. So I'm kind of kicking myself for that. But it is what it is, and I'll definitely, once it launches, I'll pick some up. So we'll see what it is.
Don't kick your. Appreciate you saying that. Don't kick yourself. when we came on the show the first time, this was just an idea. Now we're here. Now it's real. Now it's iterations of the thing that already exists. Look, one ethos we live by, look, and I'm a sentimental guy. I get sentimental all the time. And here we go. One ethos we live by is we see only the objective. The obstacle must give way. You're looking at two guys who do not accept failure as an option. I have 2 young children. Don has 3 young children. My children are his grandchildren. His children are my brothers and sisters. We care about our fellow human being. If this wallet succeeds, we attain financial freedom just like the people that use the wallet with us. This wallet is by the people, for the people. Like Don said, not a cheesy bumper sticker. Literally, this is a community wallet. 100% of fees go back to people who hold the token. We win together. We all win when we all win.
Beautifully
Yeah,
said,
I love
for
it.
sure.
Yeah. Perfect.
Yeah, I love you, man. I really
Love
do.
you too,
Like
bro.
this is, I get the chills.
Even him,
sometimes
he's
when I
like,
listen to you, man.
dude, man. He's like, what's up, man? He's like, I
Yeah,
feel like
it's
I'm
weird.
listening too.
It's a weird feeling, man, just to see one of your best creations out there. Just I get. I mean, yeah, you get emotional. I get emotional. You guys see me out there, listen to me talk. I'm an emotional guy. I wear my heart right on my sleeve, and I mean, besides for the monetary aspect and changing the world aspect, I couldn't imagine a better partner to go through this journey with than you, man. This is awesome.
Likewise, man. Truly.
Yep.
Truly.
Awesome.
Likewise.
You guys are an inspiration, though. Together, it's cool to come up with when you know, as time goes by. Because at the beginning, I didn't like how people handled it. You know, also the scariness of new people coming in the community, and now I feel like the community has opened up. We've been okay with. I'm gonna give the credit where credit is due. You know, HEDRON did it. It really allowed us to like say like no, like good stuff
hear you.
is good stuff. You know what I mean? And there's always gonna be mistakes. We cannot say that no one's not gonna be perfect. But I think this is a very good opportunity. We've seen how very lucrative it is for MetaMask with the fees in MetaMask. We see how very lucrative it is for not only people getting into a very good solid project from the beginning, but also getting, hence your name, dividends, right? Warren Buffett goes for stuff that pays him dividends, right? So dividends is a very, very, very good key, and it's a position lock, right?
Yes, it is.
A position of the supply and a position of that percentage that you guys drive, because it might not necessarily be the trading aspect, which a lot of people get hard on, but what it actually is the transactional value, saying, look how much volume this is going to end up doing.
Yes.
Even if it does only this, you're able to get this out of it. And we know, if you understand, because you said you've been in crypto, waiting is the true value in crypto.
It is.
It's not getting, yes, you get only your value when you get out, but the value is generated by waiting. Never, ever, ever, ever by doing anything else. All that money that you're taking, even if you make it off of trading, that's someone that waited. That's someone that said, I'm not going to spend this. I'm going to hold this economical value. So I respect what you guys are doing. That's awesome. Alan, did you have anything to say?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I know for sure. I mean, I'm inspired by watching you two, the way that you work. Fantastic products so far from what I can see. There's not much more that I can say other than I'm going to go check out every nook and cranny about that app, the wallet, everything on your website, and definitely give credit where it's due. So far, you guys look solid. There's got to be a reason why you guys have such a big following. You know, and I'm a little upset that I haven't been paying this much attention, but I'm paying attention now. And I might not be the biggest voice in the community, but there are a couple of rec plebs that listen to me, and if I can guide them to something, you know, that's going to give them value. And a lot of the times people are thinking price, and people conflate those two things. Value is something completely different than price. But you guys have that added bonus onto your ecosystem that you're building right now, and I think it's going to fly. I think it's going to be great, and hopefully all the things that are thrown at you, you're able to, you know, just hop over those and and keep the community safe, because I know that's probably going to be one of the main things that are going to be watched, especially with a wallet. We're talking, in the future, millions upon hundreds of millions of dollars, being transferred on your platform. So keep up the good work. I appreciate you guys listening to me. And Famous Dan, thank you again for hosting me onto your show, and giving me a voice when I don't have one of my own. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys. I really appreciate everything you do.
Thank you,
And,
Alan.
yeah, and I got to put the lady to bed, so I got to get my beard wet.
Get out of here.
I'd love to get mine.
You'll get yours, brother. Have a good night, everyone.
Later, brother. Well
Peace.
said. Beautifully spoken.
Yeah, thank you, Alan. Really appreciate you, brother.
Take care.
Muted,
You're
brother.
muted, Famous.
I'm sorry, Alan. Shit.
It's cool.
I thought I said goodbye. I thought he answered me. Shit. Yeah, I know. I have to untap it and mute it. But someone in the so Jocelyn's like, are you guys gonna have a sack stream?
Yes, we're gonna go. I'll actually put out the stream tonight. We're gonna go live probably an hour before the sack starts, and last time on our last sack we streamed for like 7 hours. So like, we're gonna be there. We'll be live.
Hey man, if it's dead time, just come on in Spaces. We'll make you co-host, and you can do whatever the hell you want.
All right, appreciate you. We'll do. I will probably.
Let me know.
I'm not
if you guys
sleeping
need
for the
some
next
time.
3 days. So.
Yeah, let me know if there's dead time and there's no one on the stream or whatever, because 7 hours is 7 hours. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if you want, come on up. Come join the chat.
Appreciate you,
You're more
brother.
than
Dude, you're
welcome.
doing amazing
pleasure.
work out there, by the way, dude. Hell,
Yeah.
like honestly, that 24/7, dude. You kidding me, bro? You're putting in the
Yeah.
work, man.
You're an
Let's
animal.
go. Let's
Yeah,
go.
it's
dude.
starting to grow. We're getting more people in. My goal from the beginning, and I know Rome could say this as a vouch, is one person a day. I want to get one.
Yeah.
I want to change one person a day. So we're
Doing more
on
than that.
average. We're on average getting. I would say we're on average. We've helped. I don't know how many people. So the account is at 2,500 followers. The Hex Live account, because that was a fresh account. I was like, you know what? Let's start a brand new one and see what's happening. I'm only gonna follow. So we've literally have over 1,000 people that know that we exist, that the Spaces exist, and they keep coming in. I'm pretty sure there's over 1,000 people, and that's more than days that we've been alive. So we're on set to kill that one per day, man, and that's my goal. And thank you. And
Dude,
I know if
hell
you've come in, and I want to thank you because you're still someone in the community. You know your time is valuable, and I appreciate it. I appreciate every single influencer or influence on the community and who actually is. You're intelligent, dude. You know,
Thank
Dom
you,
too, man. I appreciate you, Dom. You know, I've told you many times, but KG, man, like I appreciate you, dude, coming in, and I really want to see you more come in because it brings
Thanks,
people in. It brings people in, and you could help them, and we can help them too, because it's not just about bringing them in. We don't sell shit to no one. I don't sell anything to anyone.
Right.
I'm just giving them the opportunity to discuss, to give the answer your question. You know, I love hearing this is when someone comes up and says, "Hey guys, this is my first time I'm doing this. I usually just listen, but I have a question." I love hearing that, because that's what I fucking want. I don't want the same people. Like I do want, like, don't get me wrong. Like I love when Rome and everyone comes up, but if we could get that new person to come up and for them to say, "Hey guys, I've never been here, but you guys are a really good group. Like, wow, I've never gotten information like this. This is really intelligent." That's like, to me, that's why I'm here. That's why I'm doing this.
You did it. Mission
People don't
accomplished.
realize the impact of this curve that I'm creating, where it's like this, and then slowly it's gonna go like this, the T-shares, and then one day it's just there's gonna be no more people to get on the Twitter Spaces, because we're gonna have everyone. But yeah, thank you, man, and I appreciate both of you coming in and supporting it, because listening and coming in and is supporting my idea, and I really appreciate it.
Keep it up. Dude.
I will.
Yeah,
I will.
I love listening to your flow, man. When you're out there flowing and you're cutting it up and you really
Thank
it's
you.
on point. I'm
Rapping, bro.
I've actually said, you know what? I'm just gonna buy some right now when I hear you talk, man. I don't care what the price is. And, you know, I do care, kind of, but like I'm not
But the
selling
product.
hex. It doesn't matter to me.
It's the
Right?
product. It's man. You don't want to
Exactly.
do the. You don't want to do. You don't want to
Dude,
sell it.
Sometimes when you're
You're
talking,
right.
I'm like, someone
You
put a
don't.
beat on this guy.
Yeah,
He's just straight freestyling up there.
I know. Thank you, man. And I've said it for so many times. I can never
Your
say
flow
it
is
the
so
same way
smooth, man.
twice. I can never say things the same way twice because I've said it so many times. I'm just like, oh, how do you say this now? And I love it when there's a new person that comes in, like a new, completely different, brand new person. No one's ever heard of this person, because then it's like, oh, how do we get this guy? And it's a challenge,
Yeah.
right? I used to
Oh,
do
yeah.
sales, and I used to be at the bank. So it's like, how do I get this motherfucker in now? You know. But we have one of the best products to pitch, and now we're gonna have fork of MetaMask, fork of Aave. We got fork of all these
Not even a fork, bro.
protocols. Well, I know it's not a fork, but that's how stupid people call it, right? It's
Yeah.
a fork of, but
Sure.
this is, like you said, from the people to the people.
Yeah.
But let's call a spade now that it's early. It's a hexagon made for people. And that's what's beautiful. It's the hex.
Yes.
Like you guys are. Look at your shirts. Like it's funny. The father hex and the son Paul.
Oh yeah, there.
It's like it's so cute. You guys, you don't realize how, like, maybe one day, you know, we don't see it now, but maybe we are the revolutionary products, right, on the market, thanks to what this product and these people in our community has brought. Maybe we are literally, like, who knows? Who knows? Maybe one day, man, imagine you're like, everyone's copied your idea. And it's like you look at everything that's out there in crypto and you're like, fuck, I did this. Like I did this. You know, like, dude, I'm telling you, you have the potential of that. Yo, crypto's not a joke, man. You do something good in crypto, even though you think it's like, you know, it might be something. No, you do something good, man. This shit'll fucking. It's like the email, man. People are sleeping on this now. They're sleeping on it like crazy, crazy.
Thank you, thank you for saying that.
My bullishness
Truly,
just 10x right now.
Yeah, I'm sacking hard. You know, like this. Okay, as cliche as this might sound, this is our art. And when we hear things like that, it's like somebody said, "Man, I like that painting," and so it feels like, you know, it feels good to be accepted because, you know, we're from the community and we decided to build something. And a lot of the time we get hit with rejection. We get hit with all these negative things. And it's like, guys, we're here with you. We're a part of this community. Don't shun us because we decided to build. Yes, I get it. We are not RH, and I get it. We are not an RH product, but we still are from this community for this community. And look, we brought a solution to the community where not only A, do we not have to use MetaMask, B, this community has a say in this solution. It's like, let's work together, not against. And so, man, like, you have a voice out there, and I appreciate you using that voice to help get acceptance to us.
My pleasure, man. I give credit where credit is due. Continue doing your job. At the end of the day, everyone, remember, do your own research. Check out everything yourself.
100%.
You have to make
100%.
sure that you understand completely. It's not up to them to make sure you're set. You got to make sure you're
100%.
set with their tools. They're making sure that they created a product that they fit vision, right? This is how am I saying it wrong? Like, you guys have a product that they want to put out, so like then you could use it to do your own things. But everyone do your own research, because you have no ties to anything that's on there, right? Except those 3 coins. Like, you know, people could get wrecked.
100%.
It's not because of you. It's not because of
100%.
you. So continue that up. Make sure the security's on point. I can't wait to read the audit. I really, really can't wait. And even though it's, to me, I want to see the extension, but I can't wait to hear that. And
Next
see
few
that,
days.
Good job.
Next few days.
Yeah. Hey, if it takes a week, it takes a week, man. I've learned. I've learned to wait.
He's been waiting a long time.
Yo,
2
man,
weeks.
people just don't understand, man. It's like, I don't think they understand how I feel, because I'm like, at this point, I'm like way past the 3 days of quitting smoking. Like, people are like, yeah, you know, after the 3 days, it's good. Okay, well, yeah, after your first 100x, you won't sell. After your second 100x, you won't sell. After the third one, but then at one point, you're like, when do I sell? And you don't want to sell your best appreciating assets, because I keep looking at it. I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm down now, but I'm still up from the beginning. It's not finished. We're still more bullish than ever. You know, there's a reason why people like yourself, people like us are in this still, because we see past it. And good job, man. Can't wait to. I can't wait to see what happens, because right now it's not set in stone, right? Imagine PULSECHAIN comes out in the next 2 weeks. You never know. That's what it is today, right, Richard?
That would be incredible.
Right now, the
lovely.
rumor is 2 weeks every day. So tomorrow it's going to be 2 weeks again. And then the day after and the day after is 2 weeks. So get ready, guys. You know, you never know.
Free
ready,
pizza
man.
tomorrow. Free pizza
Could
tomorrow.
be 2 weeks.
Yeah, listen, that would be the ideal reality, man, for PULSECHAIN to be out before we are, because then we shift everything back to the way we envisioned it back in March or, February. Yeah, back in February, we were planning this, and then the whole talk about coming out in May. We get it, and listen, there's no ill feelings about not coming out at this point in time. Make it perfect, man. Make it great. We're okay with that.
I think this is good.
Yeah,
though.
if it does,
I think this is good, though. I think this is really good. It's like fiat. I think this is really good for you guys to be able to have this live here on the solidified chain, where people could then take the asset and bridge it over in order to create a liquidity on ETH first, where it's very solidified. I think it's really good to have that. I really think it's good to be on Ethereum and then take the cop and then let it get copied, right? So it's less work.
And think about this reality. And think about this reality, bro. You're out there trying to onboard somebody to Hex. Download the internet money wallet. Claim your free internet money. Claim your free ETH. Now, depending on how much comes in there in sacrifice, we're probably going to launch the free giveaway on ETH. That's a whole nother ball game. I mean, I know we're running short on time, but swap it into Hex, and now you're into Hex, especially at the bottom.
Easiest onboarding.
Easiest onboarding into Hex. And when you swap, the WD holders get paid. And the WD holders to get paid, they get paid in ETH. And what do you think they're going to do? Maybe swap it into more Hex. Maybe swap it into ICOSA. Whatever it is you want to do, you can do with your passive income. But it's just a self-sustaining system for onboarding people into Hex easily, where that person's coming in with no risk, no KYC. Just come on in. It's simple. It's easy and a clean user interface. It's not connected to Infura. Not collecting your IPs, none of that. And it just works, man. And if you can onboard people right now in Hex at the bottom, like look, when I rode Hex from 3 cents all the way up to 55 or whatever it was, 54, I was feeling like a rock star, man. I loved every minute of it. Even though I didn't pull out, I was like, all right, whatever, I'm still in. And to give people that opportunity to do it again, because I do see Hex riding right back up when the bull comes back, man. So, I mean, to be able to get people in now over the next – and I think the bear is going to be here for 12 to 18 months, man. I don't think it's going to be a quick recovery because the macroeconomic picture is not what we want it to be. So, because we're in the bear market, baby. Talking to KG's little sister.
Yeah, it's so cute. That's so cute. Why'd you say bear? No, but I agree with you, man. Yeah. Rome's laughing. He's like, yeah, I know that feeling.
That's hilarious.
You guys have kids?
Oh, man.
Yeah, I just get excited, man. I'm very, very excited about everything that we're doing and everything. And what you guys are doing, just the collaboration, man. There's some big, talented minds that we're interacting with, man. It just stimulates the heck out of me, man. I love it.
Yeah. I love it too,
Love
man.
to be stimulated.
I'm addicted to this community, so I'm addicted.
I hear you though.
Don't we all?
Yeah.
But yeah, no,
I can't go to
agree
sleep
with you,
without.
Dom.
I can't go to sleep with that earbud listening to somebody talk about something crypto related.
Dude, don't even
space,
get me
man.
started. Don't even get me started. I think I'm crazy. My parents, my mom, I told her, I'm like, listen, when I come home, because I'm in Portugal, I'm like, when I come home, I'm going to stay at your house. Okay. I know you want me to stay there, right? Okay. I'm warning you. I have this thing on 24/7. She's like, yeah, it's okay. Don't worry about it. I got your clothes ready. Oh, my mom was all excited. My son's coming back. And I'm back now.
Nice.
And now she looks at me and she goes, "Ma, shut that fucking phone off. What the fuck you doing with that phone always on? These people talking. Don't you get fed up of you? Don't they get fed up of you? What the fuck?" I'm just like, and I'm like, yeah,
Mom,
no
I'm
one
famous.
understands. My cousin's like, bro, when he came and visited me in Portugal, he's like, bro, in the middle of the night, I just hear these people screaming. what the fuck? Who the fuck's in the house? And he's like, I come in your room. You're passed out on the bed, and you're just and there's a phone on, and it's just people talking in the phone. He's like, what the fuck are you doing? I'm like, oh yeah, it's the space. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
To me,
Crypto
it's
nerd.
like I'm addicted. I'm addicted. I don't know. I'm addicted.
I hear you.
It's,
hear you.
It's amazing. I understand why Hexicans are Hexicans. I really do.
I do too.
It was like doing crypto alone for so long, and then being able to be like, you like the same thing I like?
Let's make it out together, man.
Exactly.
Oh my God,
Yeah,
we can
brother.
all be together. And then you're like, everyone doesn't get fed up of me talking about buying crypto. Oh my God, this is the place. It's like everyone relates.
Exactly.
It's like everyone in this community has friends that tell them, bro, if you talk one more time about Hex or crypto, I'm gonna kick you out. I know everyone feels like that.
People like avoid me because they think if they interact with me, I'm going to talk about crypto. I'm like, look, we don't have to talk about it if you don't want.
But I do though. I'm bad. I'm in my head. I'm like, yeah, I know, man. But guys, that's bad, bro. It's bad. I love it though. I love it, and I'm really excited. Really excited, guys. You have no clue if we could do exactly what it happened before. People don't even half of the people won't make it, in my opinion. But in a good way. In a good way. In a good way that half of the people won't make it. But hey, a lot of people are like saying, oh, you know, it's good. But I feel like and I know you guys are like this, where it's Kobe game 2. Kobe game 2 of the finals. Job's not done. And that's how I feel like it. So when people ask me, are you ready to party? I'm like, no, not yet. Not yet. Game's not done. Even if it's out and we're we're still working, man, because it's not finished yet. Not on my opinion, not until PULSECHAIN's out. When PULSECHAIN comes out, that's when you reap what you sow, and then you attack that one specific. Make sure that happens properly.
I hear you.
You guys want to do a shield before we get off? Well, because I don't know if Rome still wants to continue it. Rome, you want to continue it, or
I ain't got much to say, so if you guys can talk, I'm cool with
because I just want to let everyone know I'm going to be on chatting with the captain tonight. But I'm going to let the guys do do your show, man. Say exactly what everyone can get it, what's happening, where to go. I'm going to go. Okay. Thank you, Dom, for coming on. I really appreciate it. I know I told you last minute. KG, you always come up, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. I got to go into the green room because the captain is buzzing me.
Good
luck out there, Famous.
Thank you, guys.
I'll put the earbuds in and listen to you later, man. Thank you.
I'm chatting with the captain. Check it out, guys.
Yep.
Thank you.
Good luck, brother.
Absolutely, brother. Thank you, man. Yep.
Yeah, so the shill is basically sacrifice, starts in less than 24 hours. internetmoney.io/sacrifice. Join our Telegram. We're very active there. Romanian Dan, appreciate you for having us on, brother. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. That's all I've got to say.
Appreciate you guys for coming on. If you can send me some links, I'll put it in the description on the stream and all that. But yeah, thank you guys for coming on, man. I'll definitely be paying attention tomorrow for sure.
Yeah, thank you, Dan. It was great meeting you. I appreciate you. And you hear my baby girl in the background. She's it's time for her way past her bedtime. There you go. There it is.
That's why I had the camera off. I was holding her, but now, you know.
Love it.
The whole time, I wanted to say the whole time I thought you were a pimp from Miami, and today I learned you're KG's daddy. What a day. Because your avatar, man, you just look like a pimp from Miami. Don Montoya.
Well, thanks, man. I've had my Miami days back in the day when I was a handsome young man, but you know how it goes.
Yep.
Yeah, Dan, thank you for hosting,
guys.
man. Appreciate you, brother. Really do. And thank you all in the chat that was out there engaged. Everybody out there, man. Thank you guys. I really appreciate it.
Yes, sir. All right.
Be in touch. Thank you guys. I'll do the outro, man.
All right. Later, Dan. Later, Don.
Peace.
What are you, some sort of Mexican?